YouTube, how's it going? It's been a long time no see, and I figured I'd just touch base on the world because it's been a long time and there's been a lot of conversation about me showing up on a YouTube video doing my job. So we had a visit from Coral Fish 12G. Highly recommend. George is a very nice gentleman. He's been working through the hobby, learning about saltwater. Wanted to branch on out and learn a little bit more about freshwaters. So we left with some brackish water green spotted puffers. But hey, that's still a cool project. I remember doing that when I was a kid.
It's the brackish water tank. Now it's a little cloudy as I just cleaned it out and filled everything up, and there's new salt that has been added. So there's the two figure eights. 1, 2, 3 of the green spotteds, the red and the green scat.
Green spot puffers were just cool. And then putting them in with figure eight puffers and Cylon puffers, and that was just a fun experiment. So I've been there, I've done that, totally understand. And it really kind of brought me to be able to go, you know, I don't mention anything about where I work or what I do. So I'm working at Just Pets. I started at Just Pets at 15, 9 years ago. One of my favorite stores to go check out, always had all the cool selection, all the oddball fish, and it was packed into this little tiny apartment building, and it was just my childhood dream. And I really strived through to be able to learn about all the oddball, cool different fish, and this store helped me out with that. Got offered a job after calling the boss out about selling me the wrong fish. Got me my first job. So 15, 16, 17. At 17, we were moving the building on over to this new space. 18, I left for Petco. I was old enough to work at Petco. You gotta be at least 18 to start there, and I wanted to work through the ranks of management. My goal was to be a general manager of a Petco store location because I really felt I could make a difference. It went well for about a year and a half. What had been going on was just way too stressful and overwhelming to be able to deal with in the work environment. Changed locations because of issues with management, and of course management sent me a new manager that hated my guts just as much because it was trained underneath him. I was forced out of Petco mentally, and it was a shame. After 3.5 years, they didn't do me any good. They didn't help me out. I had a lot of promises. I was promised the possibility of a $56,000 to a $75,000 a year paying job, which is why I'd stopped going to college and had decided that that was going to be my job. I was going to be running a Petco store, bouncing around the state to help out with fish and reptiles and getting paid well to do so. And that's what I had been working for. And then when they had all screwed me over and biffed me, I left. I went to go work at a mill, saved up my money, ended up leaving the mill, took an entire 6-8 month break, lived up north, which most of you know.
That happened, and now I'm up north. I've been up here for the last 2 months. Yeah, that's kind of where it's at, I guess.
And then was called by Just Pets, of course, and was offered a job back again because they were looking for someone to help out with saltwater fish. After starting a course, I just decided, you know what, maybe I want to be a little bit more involved than just saltwater fish, and now I'm the nighttime manager here. Yet again, just like I was when I was 17. That's how it works. I've been around helping people with their aquariums for 9 years, bouncing around these different locations, and I've met hundreds and hundreds of great, wonderful people, and a lot of people I still see today, from people that walk in that don't even recognize that I was the 15-year-old that helped them out with their saltwater aquarium. And now how many years later, 9 years later, they've got a 300-gallon, fully stocked reef tank with all these lights, and it's beautiful, and they love what they're doing, and they've got all this knowledge about it because they had someone that was passionate about the hobby get them involved with the hobbies. You can be new into the hobby and start with a saltwater tank, or new into the hobby and start with a freshwater tank. Both of them can be equally as complicated, one generally more expensive than the other. I made every mistake in the book, and I still make mistakes all the time. You learn, you grow, you make those mistakes, and hopefully never make them again. But that's my job, is to help people out with those mistakes, to teach them that, hey, it's easy to screw up, this is how you don't do that, because I've done it before. I don't know, I don't understand the chemistry for the freshwater aquarium or the saltwater aquarium or how to cycle everything. I set you up on that path as well. So it's just been my passion. You are really good at what you're passionate about. Why else would you be working that job? It's probably not for you. But yeah, this is my workplace. This is what I get to do. I'm always working at a pet store, answering questions, helping people with their fish tanks, bringing in new fish, trying to cure everything that comes in sick if you get a bad shipment. Definitely a big project every day, all the time. And that's why it's sometimes rough to come home and want to do fish tank videos, because I don't even want to come home and clean my own fish tanks. I mean, goodness, look at this, too many fish tanks in this place. All the knowledge that I pass on every day throughout this building, I'd like to take to my channel as well, so that way you guys can see more than just, oh, well, he's got a really cool collection of oddball fish. But what does he know? He's got to know something if he's got that kind of a collection of fish. Looking forward to making my life as involved with the hobby as I can. We're gonna watch this change. I'm gonna be moving. I'm gonna get a new home. We're gonna upgrade aquariums. We're gonna get more setups. Life has always been changing around. I've always been putting out videos and doing something new no matter where I've been at, and I will continue to do that. That's me. This is what I do all day long. I'm at the pet shop at Just Pets, so you can stop on by anytime to be able to visit and say hi. We'll see you guys next time.